Wake Your Ass Up podcast, man. We live and direct with E.R.R.U.P.T Management, man. How you feeling today, bro?
Bro, thank you for having me, man.
So long, man. It's a beautiful journey, man. I love what you're doing out there. You got a lot of great G's going on. Man, once you give the people some of the information of really what you got going on so they can understand.
Geronimo, phonetically, kind of East Equator, remember. I'm not really a nickname type of guy, but I'm born and raised in the city. Spent a lot of my time doing music gigs on the East Coast and the down south area of Atlanta, Jacksonville, Florida. And really what I focus on is artist development, indie focused, structure, branding, strategy, touring, hitting new markets, promo runs. That's really what my mindset is, and empowering our young Black entertainers to say, what makes it successful.
So how do you bridge some of the gaps that you do on how you network?
Like, being resourceful,
Man,
being of service, monitoring, trading, sharing knowledge, talking. That's how I deal with it.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Just being around, being in the space, showing your face, respecting everybody's hustle, respecting everybody's ideas, and working with them in that way to where you can all have success, not just what I can get out of a situation. So, man, I love the, I think I was in the military for 10 years. It taught me how to, if you're not the subject matter expert, leave that shit to the subject matter expert.
Facts.
What you good at, and what I'm good at is people. I'm a facilitator. I create space, and I try to make it simple. Good job.
Okay. So, like, what are some of the hardest obstacles that you deal with doing the job that you do?
Communication.
Alcatraz.
Being look now, I live in school, about 46 years old. I have grown adult children. And not to compare any artist to my child, but I do understand what it's like to be working this 20-something-year-old. And I do, as a Black male myself, know and remember what it feels like to be 25, 26, 27, 28, voting again. I'm not an artist, never have been. I'm not a but I'm a business guy and I'm a music lover. And the approach that I have is really what we love to do.
Yeah.
And this is really what sucks me, and it shouldn't be arguments about this. We shouldn't have battles. We should have to fight about what needs to be done, know what needs to be done. So I'm really all about communication. That's the hardest thing. Experience, triple experience, because I'm still learning such script.
Right.
I just really want to have better communication. That's what he earns all in this artist, new artists, as you're working with, whether your friends, family, or you're coming in, work with professionals or other people. The communication, trying to understand and explain your thoughts and trying to actually understand what other people are saying, where they attend.
Facts. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
If I could change one thing, I wish I had an opportunity. I wish I gave myself the opportunity to go to college, bro, and experience something different. I joined the military because I didn't really know what I wanted when I was just started. I didn't have plans, so I needed to do something to get me something. But I think I would change about myself with this. I would do that and give myself the experience. Fail out or not. Something to test my metal. And then from there, it'll just be, honestly, I'm switching on my dreams. I'm actually living my dream out right now. My dream isn't the music business. My dream is being a connector. So I think here I would change, or sometimes maybe my approach is well much. But hey man, what did I do?
What information would you tell a young man today, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to make it in this game, that don't have probably the right desires, but got the right talent?
First thing I would say is, right now, the first thing you should do for yourself is set a percentage of money that you save per month and focus on your credit. Your credit can be your investment. Your credit can be your funder. So focus on building your credit, and also focus on your catalogs. Focus on making records. Focus on writing songs. Focus on hook writings. focus on concepts and ideas, and building that catalog and really creating a business for yourself. Build your bank account, get your EIN, go do all of those things so you can actually work in this industry versus giving away your music for free, and being a hobbyist. I not to sound harsh, but there's a difference. And I think sometimes we're just putting ourselves in a hobbyist space when really, if you do a key adjustments like getting a business bank account, doing things like that, it turns from being a hobbyist to being a businessman or a businesswoman. So sometimes it's just those little steps that makes the difference. So that's what I would say for the music should be, because if you're an artist, we should be the last thing that should be good. Quick, because you'll be making music until you're 80 years old or 100 years old, however long you live. So the other part is the most important part, and trying to align yourself that can help you with those other things that you're not good at.
If you could tell your younger self something, what would it be?
But focus up, man. Focus up. Like I just find your passion earlier and focus on that shit. Go learn. Go take a class. Go to university. Go to a college and take a course. Like focus us better at what you say you actually want to focus better at.
That's right. Well, shit, man, I want to thank you for giving me a little bit of your time, man. Dropping some gems and some knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And just showing the people that if you keep pushing, you can have great results, and thank you for, coming, and thank you for being a part to keep this culture going, bro. No, I appreciate you, mate. It's E.R.R.U.P.T Management, man. We here live and direct at the Wake Your Ass Up podcast, man. We out.